Welcome back. Trillions of dollars in new taxes are coming. President Biden unveiled his infrastructure plan, will unveil his plan today in Pittsburgh, proposing tax increases to cover the cost of the more than $2 trillion package. The tax increases that are coming include raising the corporate tax rate from 21 to 28%, imposing a new 21% global minimum tax on multinational corporations, instituting a ban on claiming tax haven countries as residences, and denying deductions for offshoring jobs. Joining me right now is Texas Congressman and House Ways and Means Committee ranking member Kevin Brady. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. Republicans on your committee are against this bill, and I want to ask you why. But let me just say that in about 45 seconds, we're going to get the ADP report, and that's going to show us the economy that we are in right now. We're expecting good numbers on jobs, so I will interrupt you once that number comes out to get the actual details. But give me your first thought on this tax increase that is coming.
Yeah, so Maria, clearly smart investment in infrastructure over time will boost economic growth. But if you impose at the same time $2 trillion of tax increases on America's job creators, you actually have a net loss of economic growth in this bill. No president has ever raised business taxes trying to rebuild an economy from an economic crisis. I think at the end of the day, this will be the biggest economic blunder, frankly, of our lifetimes.
Okay, and you were one of the main architects of the Tax and Jobs Act, which President Trump signed into law in 2017. That was a big victory, and it did move the needle on the economy. And we have here an economy that is looking strong. Right now, we're getting the ADP number, and it is going to show more increases in jobs. Let's get those numbers right away. Cheryl Casoni with the number. Cheryl.
It is, Maria. So we're not quite hitting the estimate, but close to it. And the market's not really reacting much. We were looking for an estimate of 550,000 jobs for ADP. We came in with a gain of 517,000 jobs. But remember, this is a big boost over what we had for February, which was a very weak number of 117,000 jobs created for February. And we're looking for any revisions, and I don't see them yet. I also want to say real quick here, we did get an estimate update on the March jobs report for Friday, a slight increase. We're looking for 650,000 non-farm payrolls coming in with a 6% unemployment rate for Friday, and that would be stronger than February. So we're going in the right direction, Maria. Back to you.
All right, Cheryl, thank you so much. I'm talking with Congressman Kevin Brady this morning, and he is the ranking member on House Ways and Means Committee. And Kevin, you see these numbers, 517,000 new jobs created in the month of March, according to ADP. The economy continues to strengthen as a result, partly from the policy that you created, the tax cut plan. We're going to see that go away when we get this announcement from President Biden today.
Yeah, there's no question. Look, President Biden inherited a strong economic recovery in vaccines from President Trump. The two go hand in hand. There is some sugar high from the stimulus, but thank God we had the most competitive economy on the planet heading into this, and thankfully had recovered almost 60% of the jobs lost by the time President Biden took office. But this threatens to sabotage that economic recovery. These tax increases really make America's tax rates worse than China's, the same as Syria and France, not exactly the economic neighborhood you want to be in. At the end of the day, with these tax increases, I'll predict we will see a net loss of jobs and growth. We will see flatter paychecks in a second wave of businesses moving their investment, their operations, their manufacturing overseas, exactly what we reversed under President Trump's tax cuts.
Well, I mean, look, the fact that President Biden is reversing President Trump's tax cut plan tells you that all income levels will see a tax increase. So the idea that they're just taxing the rich is just propaganda. I want to make sure that I say that because I know this to be true. But what else strikes you about this tax increase plan that we need to focus on? What strikes you as most important here?
You know, besides penalizing American job creators exactly at the worst possible time, this is really leading us to a global race to the bottom. They are adopting the economic model that abhors competitiveness and job creation and really sort of dumbs down the economy to the lowest level. We are actually adopting the slow growth approach of Europe. The other thing is, as the president focuses on innovation, I would point out he's doing it the wrong way. You know, House Republicans have already introduced bills to leapfrog America, the most innovative nation in the world, and to make us medically independent from China. We do that through lower taxes and doubling the research and development tax credit permanently. President Biden does it by taxing American businesses and then from Washington giving out grants and innovation to their friends and buddies. That model fails. And the model that developed these life-saving vaccines and that have created such strong growth for America, the Republican approach, has been proven to work.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing an effort to stop companies from moving out of America with this tax increase plan. They're trying to penalize companies that acquire other companies and have their headquarters out of Ireland, for example, which is, of course, what we saw happen under President Obama with his 35% corporate rate, and Ireland had a 9% corporate rate. No surprise, American companies acquired Ireland companies and took their headquarters there. So what could companies do to get around this? Because, look, if you've got the resources, you're going to hire the best people to ensure that you're following the law, but getting around some of the most egregious moves here. What do you think this is going to lead to?
Maria, since tax reform, no American company has moved their headquarters overseas. That signature failure of the Obama-Biden administration, inversions stopped cold. Under this legislation, because 10 other countries have already lowered their tax rates since we did, and our rate will be so much higher than the rest of the world, you're going to see a second wave of companies, not maybe the first month clearly, but the incentives are going to be there under Joe Biden to quietly and over time move your investment out of the United States. Exactly the opposite of what we should be doing. And I'll point out, so inversion stopped under President Trump, manufacturing returned to America under the president, and income inequality improved. It shrunk under President Trump. These tax increases threaten to sabotage all that economic progress.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just say that they're trying to paint this as we're not raising taxes on anybody who's making $400,000 or less. But in fact, that's not even true, because that's for families. So that means $200,000. Anybody making $200,000 or more will see a tax increase. That's a big impact. Before you go, I've got to show you this shocking video out of Donna, Texas, on the border. You're in Texas. This shows the cramped conditions inside the border facility. We see that this specific facility has a capacity of 250 people, but 4,000 people are crammed in there. Real quick, the impact on Texas.
It's huge. I was in that Donna facility 48 hours ago. It is cruel and inhumane to treat children like this. This president is in denial. He needs to take action, or states like ours in the country, in truth, will suffer.
Congressman, it's good to see you. Please come back soon. Great to have you this morning. Congressman Kevin Brady. We'll see you soon, sir. We'll be right back.